Hi, this is Francisco Bujan from vitalcoaching.com, and we are talking about tantric essence. I would like to answer another question. It is, what is Neo Tantra? You might have heard the term, and it is mainly related with the Western interpretation of Tantra, which involves a lot of tantric sex. It is a lot focused around the idea of sexual satisfaction, about the idea of enhancing your sexual life, your relationship with your partner, and developing a stronger connection with him or her. So there is a very big difference between what India calls Tantra, and the way the Western world perceives Tantra nowadays. When you think really of Neo-Tantra, it is really most of the times what the common person will think or know about Tantra in the West. Persons, for instance, if you go online and you check a little bit on websites related with Tantra, the idea of sex is very present. This is what we call Neo-Tantra. It is really what what you have in mind when you think of going to a retreat and there with your partner to simply enhance your level of intimacy with him or her. What you do when you go and swim with dolphins in Hawaii. What you do when you are actually developing this kind of connection with nature and really enhancing your sexuality, your feelings, your emotions and your desire. Working on all this stream stays within the line of tantric sex very much. The level or the sense of devotion, for instance, to gods and goddesses, the level of rituals, the way they are practiced in the East, are not at all present in Neo-Tantra. I mean, there are of course some aspects which are ritualistic. You will work with incense, with candles, with oils, and with massages, and all sorts of elements which are really ritualistic in itself. But the core goal of Neo-Tantra is more a sense of sexual satisfaction, a sense of sexual enhancement, and being able to master these energies. It is very positive in itself, because I think that in the Western world there is a big gap on that level. Most people simply struggle one time or another in their lives with sexual directions, with sexual energy, and they don't really know how to master that. So the goal with Neo-Tantra is really to give a little bit more techniques or ideas. You don't have to go into this kind of complicated Kama Sutra positions. It's not about that. It is more about finding a way to relating to your partner which really works on the long term and which really empowers your couple. Now, what is the original Tantra in the East? What is actually the source or the root of all that? Well, Tantra in India is really a religious stream. It is equivalent, for instance, to the stream of yoga. You have yoga, you have Tantra in Hinduism, and both streams aim at spiritual realization. So when you put it within that context, Tantra is very purely spiritual when you look at it in the East, and the sexual expression around that is not at all present in the Eastern tradition. It is, of course, there in the background, but it's not at all central. The goal of Tantra, as it is perceived in the Eastern world, is a lot about simply spiritual realization. It is about illumination. It is about connecting with gods and goddesses, with the idea of